and a co-creator. You can co-create with people that are like-minded and shoot for a goal. And so I have a method of writing things down outside of the circle, which represents outer activity. What is it that you want to experience in your in the outer appearances with your friends, or anything out upon this planet, on this earth? Well, some people say, well, I don't know what it is I want to do. I don't know what to write down. What is the goal I'm shooting for? I really don't know. Okay. If you don't know what to write down, well, you want to be the answer that comes in the way of others. You can write down, I am the instrument in the hands of God. My voice lifts up and heals. My voice is the voice of inspiration and guidance in the behalf of other people. You want to be the answer. You want to be the expression of the great I am presence. So you can write down, I am the answer that come in the way of others. My body is the temple of God. My body is the temple of love. My body is the temple of peace. My body is the temple of joy. My body is the temple of the virtues of the great I am. Start writing down some peaceful harmony virtues, the gifts of the Spirit. Write those down, because that's what you want to express. You want to be the answer that comes in the way of others. If you don't know what to write down, well, now you know what to write down. That you are the love of God in action. That here's a good statement. I am the pure love of God at all times. At all times, I am the pure love of God. Well, there's a promise Jesus said. He said, my peace I give unto you. So you claim it. Write it down. I am the victorious peace of eternity, now physically made manifested in full Christ maturity, flowing from the top of my head to the soles of my feet. If that's what you want to write down. I am the peace of God. I am the victorious peace of God, now physically made manifested here on the earth plane. It's the peace that passes all understanding. It's the peace that the world knows not of. And yet every cell and tissue and atom and particle of your body holds that energy of peace that flows from the throne room of God, that flows from the great I am presence. Because that's the truth of the great I am presence. The victorious presence of harmony and peace, unity. So you write down the virtues, that you are the answer that comes in the way of others. And if you start to declare that I am the answer, it's the great I am. Every time you say I am, you're not talking about your physical flesh. You're talking about the I am source. When I use the word I am, I know it's a light switch turning on the energy of God. And so when I say I am, I'm not talking about Paul Esch, but I'm talking about source of life. And turning that power on, the great I am that I am. And it's releasing that energy into outer physical. The outer circles represents the outer activities, the outer appearance world, your interaction with persons, places, and conditions, your interaction with people. That you are the answer that comes in the way of others. And when people come into your space and you start having a general conversation, well, you'll say something that'll inspire others and lift them up, because you declared that your voice lifts up and heals. That your voice is the voice of God. That your voice is the voice of inspiration and guidance in the behalf of other people. And it's an automatic action that your words will bring deliverance and healing in the behalf of other people. So that you are the instrument in the hands of God. And God, the supreme source of life, said, concerning the works of my hands, command ye me. God has given you the authority to command His light and love, the virtues of the Holy Spirit to flow through you. Yes, I demand my soul to stand forth and take command. Occupy my mind and my feeling world, that I may be the instrument of God here on the earth plane now. physically made manifested in full Christ maturity. Write it down. Okay, suppose you do have a goal. Maybe you have a desire within your heart. At one time in my life, I had a desire to build things with wood. And the idea came to my mind, oh, I'd like to build portable massage tables. So I wrote it down. I put the I in, the heart, and the circle, or the dot here, and wrote down the God in Paul Esch, or you can say the light of God in Paul Esch, the light within you, builds portable massage tables. I wrote that down. And in fact, in the Old Testament, we find that if you have a wish, you have a desire, you have a goal to shoot for, it says write it down on tablets. They didn't have paper and pencils at that time. They wrote on stones. And it says write it down, for by reading it you can run with it, then wait for it shall surely come to pass. It will become a reality. And most people that have been successful in this life have written things down before the physical manifestation of their success. So I wrote down, the light of God in Paul Esch builds portable massage tables. Then I wrote down in another circle, the light of God in other people buy the healing, buy the massage table from the God in Paul Esch for $250. And then I even wrote down how much I want to earn a year. $100,000 in sales. So you write it down. And without me doing any advertising, I started building tables, and I was so busy, just building tables, busy. And then later on, my desires changed. It's like, I wrote down the God in Paul Esch builds and makes healing instruments. Then I wrote down the light of God in other people buy the electronic healing equipment. Well, I was so busy soldering wires and development and making bioenergetic devices for promoting health in the body, laser lights and sound therapy and frequency generators